Hey everyone, it's Scott here, and it's been a while since I've done any sort of work in my studio here, and there's no real reason for that other than I just haven't. So here we are. Let's do a little catch-up video, just a channel-related sort of update video, tell you about some new gear that I have, some trips that I have coming up, and just some other general channel update-related things. Okay, so just a couple of quick shout-outs. I want to give a shout-out to Daryl Carey from Auckland, New Zealand. If you subscribe to this channel, I would imagine you're already subscribed to Daryl's channel. Daryl is a fantastic YouTuber. His channel is great. His content is very professionally produced, unlike the content on this channel. And Daryl gave me a shout out in his last video. I sent him a Pentax Spotmatic a while ago, and he used it as a test subject in his, it was a Panasonic lens video. I can't remember the lens, I'll put it here, but it was for his S1H, or the S1H that he's testing. He did an autofocus test with it, image quality test, and he used that Spotmatic as a subject. So Daryl, thank you. Put some film in that thing and go and take some pictures, Mr. Carey. That is a final, I don't know, it's not a warning, but thanks for the shout out. I very much appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to Daryl's channel, go subscribe right now. I'll put a link down below. Second, shout out to Zellers. All my Canadian homies know what Zellers is, but anybody else around the world, this was like a discount retailer here in Canada, and they were a subsidiary of the Hudson's Bay Company, which is a very old Canadian retailer. Most of their stores were closed and shut down a few years ago when Target tried to move into Canada. That failed, and Target is gone now. So all of the Zellers stores were gone, except for two back in Ontario, and those two stores are now closing. So Zellers, rest in peace. This shirt is not an original Zellers item. If you want to get one of these, I'll put a link down below too. They're from VancouverIsAwesome.com. They got all these cool retro Canadian / Vancouver related t-shirts and sweatshirts and whatever. It's good stuff. Okay, so let's quickly talk about a couple of pieces of new gear that I have. Nothing new camera-wise, I don't think, unless I'm completely forgetting something. I do have a new camera bag. This is a Bag Smart. I don't know the actual name of this bag, but it's from Amazon. It's by Bag Smart. It's like a roll-top DSLR backpack. It is fantastic. I love this bag. It's a little big, but it still fits within carry-on sizes, so I definitely use this for travel. It opens from the back, which is great for security. It also has side access. It's got this handy roll top that expands if you need more room. It's got a laptop sleeve. It's got a thing that goes around your handle so you can put it on a suitcase and roll it along with your rolling luggage. It's pretty well made. It's not that heavy. It's comfortable to wear. I'll probably be doing a full review on this thing in the next little while, but yeah, that's my new camera bag. Bag Smart something or other. I also just reviewed, I think I put it in a drawer here, this Hohem iSteady multi, sounds like there's a dog fight outside my house. Hohem iSteady multi 3-in-1 3-axis gimbal, so compact 1-inch censored cameras, smartphones, GoPros, that sort of thing. This is the fancy case that it comes in. It's in here. I'll post a link to that review below. You can check it out if you haven't watched it yet. I kind of have mixed feelings about how well that gimbal performed. I think that maybe it was just me. Maybe I need to walk smoother, but that sort of defeats the purpose of a gimbal for me. Whereas when I use my GoPro Hero 7, the footage from that is super smooth, even if I'm like running, which, let's be honest, rarely happens. Okay, I'm still loving this Fujifilm X-A10. This is a little dusty, but I've done a bunch of stuff with this camera since I got it. I love it. It's the perfect size. It's nice and small, but it's still interchangeable lens, and I put a little L plate / grip on here, so it's a little more ergonomic. I still love this camera. This guy right back here, it just looks like a laptop. I don't know if you can see it. You know what? Let's grab it so I can show it to you guys. So this, oh, it's all fingerprinty. Oh my God. Anyways, this is, I bought a Chromebook, and this is a Lenovo Chromebook C330. So it's a convertible Chromebook, so you can use it sort of tablet style, you can use it tent style, you can use it regular laptop style. It's got a touch screen. It works with capacitive pen devices, not as accurate as something like the Apple Pencil, but still pretty good for photo editing. And that's essentially why I bought this. I was gonna buy a new iPad, decided that I didn't really want an iPad. I wanted something with a real keyboard and a little bit bigger of a screen. And this thing fulfills everything that I was looking for. The processor could be a little bit faster. It's got a MediaTek processor with 4 gigs of RAM, which when using Lightroom CC, the rendering times, I wish they were a little quicker, but for travel, I think it's great. I'm not going to be editing video on the road anymore. I've made a decision that I'm just not going to do that anymore. It just eats up so much time where I could just be enjoying where I am. But I will be editing photos, and I wanted something with a bigger screen with pen support. Also something that I could use as a media device, something that I could use to blog with or write articles if I'm working for someone. So this sort of fits the bill for all of those things, and I really, really like it so far. I'm very impressed with it. The screen is a little bit low resolution, but I think it's 720 or something like that. But when you're editing photos, if I want any sort of fine detail, I'm zooming in anyways, and when you get down to that sort of pixel level, the resolution, anything above 720 is totally fine to edit with. Maybe you disagree, that's fine. It works for me, and the colors are very accurate. It's an IPS display, which is very important for photo editing, more so I would say than resolution. But yeah, so that's another new piece of gear that I have that I'm actually really, really loving. It fits nicely inside the BagSmart backpack, which it's a great combo. Some upcoming trips that we have, my daughter and I are going to Disneyland in about a month and a half to go to Galaxy's Edge, which is the new Star Wars part of Disneyland. And then my wife and I are going to be heading to Portland in November for a little weekend getaway. I'm also trying to decide on like a quick trip like the one I made to Dublin back in December of last year, where I was only there for 3 nights or something, which people thought was insane, and I absolutely loved it. So I want to do something like that again. So I'm thinking of maybe somewhere in England, somewhere else in Europe, or maybe Scandinavia, possibly maybe Chicago, or Chicago's not that far though. Like that's only about a 5-hour flight here. Maybe Mexico City, maybe Panama City, somewhere like that. Just a quick, 2 or 3 night jet-lagged adventure, just because I just need to get out there. I'm jonesing for some travel, and it's been not that long since I've been anywhere of consequence, but yeah, I'm feeling the urge to travel pretty heavily at the moment. I also just ordered a bunch of film from the Photo Warehouse in Oxnard, California. There is a film that, well, I just told you where to find it, but it's called Ultrafine. I've shot it in 35 millimeter. Do I have a roll of it here so I can show you what it looks like? Yeah, so this is their 400 Ultrafine Extreme 400. Can you focus on that, please? There we go. Ultrafine Extreme 400. They also make a 100. It's a black and white C41 film, and it is fantastic. It is also cheap. If you live in America, shipping is, I think, $10 for orders over $25. And I have a mailbox just across the line. So I actually ordered a bunch of rolls in 120 format. So the 100 and 400 speed 120 format versions of that film are on their way here right now. And I'll be making a video of going to, wow, that was a loud motorcycle. I'll be making a video of going to pick those up at my mailbox, bringing the Pentax 645 with me, maybe driving down into Bellingham for the day and walking around, taking some photos with that incredibly inexpensive film. I believe it was less than $4 a roll for 120 format, black and white film, which is excellent film. It's very, very good. Don't let the low price fool you. It's fantastic. So a review of that coming up very soon. Basically, I just wanted to let you guys know that I was still alive. And thank you to everyone who watched my Victorian noir short film, or I don't even know what I want to call it, but I got a ton of positive feedback from it, and I was very nervous to upload that. It's not something that I've done before, or it's not something that I've put out in public before, just sort of a black and white, almost a silent film. I'll put it in the end cards here, and you guys can go check it out if you haven't seen it yet. But you know what? I just wanted to say thanks to everyone for coming on this little YouTube journey with me the last couple of years. It's been a lot of fun, and I look forward to whatever the heck is coming up next. Who knows? This channel has no direction whatsoever, and that's the way I like it. But I will tell you this, I will not be saying bad things about Pentax cameras ever again, because Pentax people are mean. Probably because I'll never review another Pentax camera again, because they're not that good. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.